Welcome back my channel. Imagine twisting the throttle on a middleweight sportbike that doesn't just sound serious, it is serious. The VOGE RR500S 2026 is the kind of machine that reminds you why you ride. It's a salute to the screaming four-cylinder sportbikes of old, reborn for modern streets and tracks, with sharp technology, bold presence, and price tags that might surprise you. What powers the RR500S is a 475cc inline four-cylinder, water-cooled engine built to rev high and live in the upper ranges. Peak power comes in around 76 horsepower at 12,500 revolutions per minute, with a redline stretched up to 14,000 revolutions per minute. Torque peaks at about 35 pound-feet, approximately equals 47 Nm, at 11,000 revolutions per minute, but one of the bike's sweeter traits is how much torque it has from lower down. VOGE claims you get roughly 80% of that twist from about 5,000 revolutions per minute onward. That means you're not only chasing top-end thrills, you've got usable grunt for corner exits and street riding without constantly hunting for revs. Top speed is estimated at about 136 miles per hour, approximately equals 220 kilometers per hour, making this bike no slouch in speed either. Chassis and hardware reflect serious intent. The frame is steel, using a tubular front section paired with a cast aluminum swingarm. Up front there's an upside-down fork, and the wheelbase comes in around 54.5 inches, offering a balance between stability at speed and nimbleness through twisties. Braking is handled by Nissan 4-piston calipers up front, with ABS as standard, traction control too, and there are higher-spec trims cornering ABS, tire pressure monitoring, steering damper offering more advanced electronics. One clever feature: an exhaust valve that the rider can open or close via a button. At higher revs or when you want that aggressive exhaust note, open it up. When cruising through city traffic or wanting to mellow things out, shut it off. It's both practical and fun, a small touch that speaks to thoughtful design. Comfort and weight balance are decent. The curb weight is about 192 to 198 kg, depending on spec. That's a bit heavy compared to some rivals, but not excessive, especially for a machine packing a four-cylinder mill and substantial hardware. The 50/50 front-to-rear weight distribution helps handling, and though suspension isn't fully adjustable across all models, front may be non-adjustable in base form, it seems tuned well out of the box. In China the RR500S is offered in two versions, the Standard Edition, and a higher spec, Lingfang Edition. The higher spec adds more electronics and safety features. Price starts from $28,980 for the standard, and $30,980 for the Lingfang, with occasional introductory discounts knocking off a bit. That puts the base model at around $4,000 minus $4,500 equivalent in China. Of course, export versions will likely cost more. Visually the RR500S makes a statement. The design is aggressive, full fairing with sharp lines and layered surfaces, giving a sculpted feel. The geometry, stance, and detailing are aimed at sporty appeal, not just performance, but look and attitude. The riding position is fairly sporty, lean-forward oriented enough for spirited riding, yet not brutally aggressive, decent for street and occasional track use. Small touches like ram air intake, DLC coatings on internal parts, like finger follower rocker arms, forged crankshaft show a focus on longevity and performance details. Where it may lose some points, those heavier spec features increase price and weight. Handling sharpness at extreme lean angles versus rivals might suffer slightly due to weight. Base model suspension, while tuned decently, may not satisfy riders who demand full adjustability. Also, export availability and after-sales support are yet to be tested in many markets. But for what it offers, Revy engine, modern electronics, striking design, it appears to provide an excellent value proposition for the sporty rider who wants something different from the usual names. If you like your sportbike loud, quick, and with character, the RR500S 2026 is likely to turn your head. It pushes Chinese motorcycle engineering forward, blending high-revving thrills with usable street manners, and it competes with more established bikes in its class with confidence. For riders who want four cylinders, eye-catching style, good tech, and solid performance without breaking completely into superbike territory, this might just be one of the most exciting new entries.